Hey, what's up? Why did why did PlayStation make this amount of announcements ahead of them announcing their state of play coming in 2 days? We'll talk about that and some possible leaks for said state of play. All this and more in this episode of Press X Start Gamers Digest. What's up, everyone? I'm your host, DJ, aka Sexy Bad Choices, aka I'm old now. It's official. I am joined by.
John MF Ross.
What does the MF stand for?
I've never been on a private plane.
Oh. Hey, you know what? You're one of the good ones. You're one of the good ones. So real quick, speaking about being old. A couple days ago, I went to sleep peacefully. I woke up semi-peacefully, and I got out of my bed, and I was like, my ankle hurts. Why is my ankle hurt? And like in the next hour, it went from like, my ankle kind of hurts to like, did I sprain my ankle in my sleep? What happened? So like 80%, about 70% of that day, I was walking with a limp. And then at like 7, 8 o'clock, it just went away. I'm like, I'm cooked. It's over. It's been a good run. I have no idea.
Yeah, you're just getting older. So here's what you do. You got to stretch now. Apparently before you go to sleep.
Apparently.
And according to Louis C.K.'s doctor, take some aspirin.
Oh, aspirin, yeah.
As much as you want.
Wait. That went from being helpful to being a trick. Part of me feels like London came in the room and just like wailed on me a little bit and then went back to sleep. I wouldn't be surprised. All right. Now you know more about us and my health conditions, apparently. This is Press X Start Gamers Digest, a video game news show that condenses the most important game news from this past week into an hour-long meal just for you. We are live on YouTube every week when we can make, because, man, life is hard.
But listening to us is easy.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Don't forget, you can support us by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting the notification bell. If you are listening, we'd appreciate you leaving us a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or whatever podcast service you are tuned in on. After that, you can join our conversations for as long as we have it on Discord, because boy, things are about to change in March. By going to our Discord at pressx2start.com/Discord. With that out the way, let us jump into the gaming news with number 1. Announcing Horizon Hunters Gathering. So, oh geez, I'm just pressing a bunch of buttons, huh?
Yep.
No. Hold on, wait. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah. So this is pulling. So okay. Announcing Horizon Hunters Gathering, Guerrilla's next co-op action game. This comes from PlayStation.Blog. This is the long-awaited second co-op project that we had saw leaks ago, I guess at this point, years ago, where this was supposed to be just a mobile game that got obviously pushed up and made way better looking by Guerrilla themselves. I'm gonna play the trailer actually. So if you're wondering, like, wait, Guerrilla multiplayer game, didn't they just announce a multiplayer game like a couple weeks ago, a month ago maybe? They did, but it wasn't Guerrilla. That is actually Horizon Steel Frontiers, and that's more of a MMO. There you go. This is a co-op action adventure game or action game.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think okay. The online impressions of this game has been way better than per se a Marathon or per se a Concord, where this game looks good.
I see a lot of people saying they don't like the art style.
I was gonna get to that. Like
Hmm.
I I do see people like talking about the art style in terms of like, oh, it looks kind of like Fortnite or whatever, but I don't see people dogpiling on it like we saw for like a Concord or even Marathon when that first launched with the whole alpha thing. Like some people are saying like, oh, our style's like kind of to them, but other people are like, oh, I really like how this looks. Like me, I think me personally, I really like how this art style looks, and I think they Guerrilla does a very good job at like I don't know, making their colors pop in interesting ways. And I think they do that with this, where it does look very colorful. And it's like, oh, this is almost a art counter to like an art or artistic counter to what you have in like a Monster Hunter, where it is very like neutrals, very like uh, especially wild. It's very dusty, essentially. So there's that. The actual game itself is very interesting. It it has a Monster Hunter feel in terms of what you're doing. It also has a Elden Ring Night Rain kind of play style in terms
Yeah.
of a specific mode that you can play in the game. But for those who've played Dauntless, it looks like it has that feel when you're playing the game because Dauntless is a Monster Hunter like. It was somewhat big. I don't know exactly how big it got, but that was like when you look at the gameplay to this and you look at the gameplay of Dauntless, it
Yeah.
looks very, very similar because Dauntless was like, we're going to take Monster Hunter's mechanics, Monster Hunter's move sets, and make it a bit more cartoony, a bit more playful. And I think that's what Hunter Gathering is doing. Um, what do you think of? Okay, well, first, I guess, what was your impressions when you first saw this?
Um, I was wondering why they went with this art style, but I guess they want something to differentiate from Steel Frontier, so it's not confusing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I don't know if I wish it was almost flipped and this art style.
Was for Steel Frontiers.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm sure we'll have a good time with it. I'm gonna check it out. Hopefully they have
Yeah,
a open beta of some sort. But I mean, I like the franchise. I'll probably get it.
yeah,
I got Lego Adventures, shit like that.
yeah. I find it interesting how now you have, you know, Horizon proper, you have
Mhm.
Horizon Steel Frontiers, and you have Horizon Hunters Gathering,
Yep.
and the Steel Frontiers is essentially a spin-off. This is canon. Like when we finally get Horizon 3,
Yeah.
whatever happens in this game will probably be mentioned, or maybe some characters might be pulled from here into that. Like this is all supposed to be canon within the story. So it is interesting that this has the art style that it does being canon, whereas Steel Frontiers has more of a realistic, similar art style to Horizon, and that being a actual spinoff. I'm not sure why that approach was made, other than they probably needed to differentiate this game from Steel Frontiers to not confuse people because they as in Guerrilla, they're doing a very confusing thing right now by releasing two multiplayer-ish games pretty I'm not sure concurrently. We don't know exactly.
They're not handling Steel Frontiers at all, though, are they? I think they're just handing it off.
No, but it's their property. Like
Is it
that's what
even going to be in the US though?
Steel Frontiers? Yeah. I would I would think so.
I'm gonna look
I would
into it.
hope. Yeah, okay. So more about Hunter's Gathering. This is going to be they don't so I'm gonna say it's kind of like a hero shooter in terms of you pick these characters, you don't make your own character. Um, but it's tactical. It's tactical 3-player co-op action game. As you can see
Hmm.
in the overview that I'm showing, you're seeing the different characters use their techniques. So you have a melee person, you have a range person, then you have sort of like a tank-ish character, I believe, that you can play it. No. Um
I wonder if this is
am I
why
wrong?
Steel Frontiers is not coming to PS5,
Wait, Steel Frontiers isn't coming to PS5?
mobile and PC.
So that was I'm not sure why I didn't pick that up.
And then Steel Frontiers will be free to play. So
Oh, it's gonna be free play.
the
I missed that too.
whole progression and content will just be different. So
Yeah,
we'll see how
that
that goes.
is very interesting. Okay.
And then this is Steel Frontiers is supposed to be a persistent MMO. This is going to
Wait,
be
wait,
more of
wait.
a
Where did you see that this was free to play? Wait. Hunter's Gathering is free to play?
no. Steel Frontiers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
So,
I
so
see what you mean.
they're targeting two different demographics. Whatever that is, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I think if I were to guess, Steel Frontiers is probably going to target probably more like Asia, China market, whereas I would imagine they'll try to position this to be more like a global thing, like in parallel to what Horizon's reach or audience is supposed to be, just because of them not releasing it on PlayStation, and the focus is gonna be on mobile, so that's more of an Asian market. And then Hunter's Gathering is launching on PlayStation and PC. Um,
Alrighty.
yeah, but in terms of pricing, I'm pretty sure this is probably going to follow the same pricing model as like Marathon and Helldivers, would be my guess. Um, yeah, like I think what they're doing here is very interesting. Um, I think they've done enough to differentiate this game from a Monster Hunter. Like you don't know the exact loop that you're going to be going through, but they did touch on I guess the Night Rain mode has a like roguelike elements to it where as you're going through your runs you are selecting different skills and you're collecting stuff, and that's going to help build out a actual loadout for your character as you're going through that run. So that should spice it up, make it more interesting every time you're playing, and I guess keep you invested. um and then the other mode is like I believe it's like a wave based mode, the Cauldron Descent, a longer multi-stage trial in which ever-changing rooms push hunters to their limits, from brutal machine encounters to hidden doors that promise power and reward for teams prepared to open them. So it's probably like more of like a raid type of thing. Yeah. So this is really interesting. Okay, so another thing is that there's going to be a upcoming closed playtest at the end of February. So the people, the PlayStation beta program thing is really weird to me because I'm like, oh, do I have to like click on something to get it? Like you're just automatically in it if you like logged or signed into it the one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like because like I had like tried to find a link to click on it. I was like, oh, I'm right here. All right, cool. Whatever. It's fine. Uh-oh. What is this? Oh, gotta add. Oh, wait, no, wait, we're looking at Marvel Snap stuff now. All right,
Oops.
get out of that. Unless you want to talk about Marvel Snap. 'Cause I
Absolutely
can.
not.
No. Uh, okay, so I think this was a good showing. I mean, if I were to rate this showing with their other showings of games of this caliber, we have Marathon, we have Concord, we have Helldivers,
Yep.
and I mean, to me, this would probably be like number one out of all of them. I mean, Helldivers is very very much so a close second in terms of what that game was after it launched and all that stuff. But it looks interesting. It looks interesting. I'm definitely gonna play it. I guess we're gonna play it. You mentioned that you're gonna play it too. Um, the only thing I also want to mention that throughout this week there was a Monster Hunter Wilds like update that they're gonna have like this big update that arrived February 18th, and then Helldivers 2 released their update as well, and they had this big showing for the update. All this happened before the state of play
Yep.
announcement for this Thursday. So it put me in a weird place of like, what's happening with this state of play? So I'm gonna pull this. I'm pulling this from the PlayStation.Blog. Tune in live this Thursday for a 60-plus minute of news, gameplay updates, and announcements from game studios across the globe. February State of Play will spotlight eye-catching third-party and indie games headed to PlayStation 5,
Nice.
along with the latest from teams at PlayStation Studios. State of Play, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. CEST.
Central.
I know. And then 7 a.m. Japanese time.
It will be broadcast in English with Japanese subtitles. That is hilarious.
Here's
I
the
wonder
thing.
if they have. I wonder if they have the arguments over there, sub versus dub.
Oh,
You really capture the activist attention.
Oh, that's funny. So here's the thing. This is a state of play that is 60 minutes long.
Mhm.
Sean, do you know this will be the longest state of play
In a
of
long
their
time.
history? No, of their history. Yeah. Yeah. Like I was thinking about, I was like, dang, 60 minutes is long. And I was listening to a podcast and like they actually looked at it, was like 60 minutes is actually the longest like state of play. Like, because I guess the showcases was the longer, showing of stuff.
Okay, yeah. So state of plays are typically more like 60 minutes, 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
And they just do what they want, and that's fine. We eating. It's all good. I'm
Yeah.
happy.
So when I put this all together, there's two ways this can go.
Mm-hmm.
This 60-minute state of play could be the caliber of a showcase, or this 60-minute state of play could be horrendous in that it is going to be like, hey guys, marathon is happening. Check this out. Hey guys, Saros is coming. Check that out. And then it's just like indie game. And I don't mean indie game in a bad way, but I mean like indie game is like
Hey man, indie games are fire right now.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I imagine like we'll probably see replaced because they've been talking. I think there's like a demo coming out for that soon or something like that. Yeah, and then like third party stuff too. So it's like they probably show Resident Evil, of course, because that's coming out as soon as well. So there was a rumor that caught my attention because I kind of found it funny and was like, I don't know how this is gonna go. But apparently Devil May Cry 6 is supposed to show up at this thing.
Don't they like kids?
Wait, it has the different context now.
Oh shit! I didn't think about that.
All right, no relations, guys. No relations.
Just a press X beam if you've been following this long enough. Marcus,
oh, that's
smash having a record.
Oh man. Oh man, that has to be a meme. Not in the files. But yeah, so apparently that whole rumor is coming from like the voice actor
Yeah.
talking about the game or something, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know what that's about or whatever." But actually, let me just find the quote. I feel like that'd be easier. So I am pulling from Games Radar Plus, thanks to Scott McCrae. And then this is actually pulling off of subreddit Games Leaks and Rumors. What just happened? That was weird. Maybe that was a delay. Okay. So earlier this week, the Games Leaks and Rumors subreddit posted a rumor about Devil May Cry 6 possibly appearing in State of Play since in a state of play since confirmed. And since Sony announced there will be a showcase later this week. That's not a showcase, guys. Don't call it a showcase. Just call it state of play. Naturally, some have run with it, given it only. Oh, you know what? I don't. Okay, I'm going to jump ahead. I don't like how that's written. Hanford, who plays V in Devil May Cry 5, responded to the rumor with a simple with the shifty eyes emoji for good measure. And after fans picked up on it, as in someone talked about maybe there being Devil May Cry 6, and then this guy, the voice actor, responded to it. He responded to Genki JPN on Twitter saying, "Trust me, if I knew anything, I'd say has." Okay, Games Radar.
Yeah.
Okay, Games Radar. This is a bad tweet. Or this is a bad article. So basically, yeah, the voice actor commented on a post, and that got people like buzzing, and people were just like, "So is this going to happen?" And then the voice actor kind of negated his own tweet. So here's the thing, right? This could probably be a thing. This could probably be a thing that happens just because there would be no reason for him to do that unless like he wanted to like, stir the pot a little bit. So, keep an eye out for this thing. It might happen. The weird thing is that this will be the first Devil May Cry, probably not first Devil May Cry game, but this will be the first Devil May Cry game in a long time that doesn't have Itsuno. I think that's his name, Itsuno. The director of it, because he left Capcom to start his own studio with Tencent, I think it's Tencent. So we'll see what that looks like. So that could be a thing that happened at the State of Play on Thursday. We don't know, but again, this is going to be 60 minutes long. This is going to be a long one. The other thing that I'm hoping for in this State of Play is that we get a showing and hopefully a release date for Ghosts of Yotei Legends. Because
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Like when I think about it, they could drop that in February and then March's Marathon and then April's Sorrows. So it's like, because right now, like, I guess technically PlayStation could be like, well, the PlayStation thing is Resident Evil Requiem, because like that's kind of, I mean, that's been everywhere, so you can't even really lean on PlayStation.
Yeah. There's no reason to get.
Yeah.
Not to not get excited, but it's like, all right, we've seen enough of this.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, hopefully. And then just to go along the whole Ghost of Yotei train, this comes from IGN. Sony says Ghost of Yotei exceeded the sales of Ghost of Tsushima in the same period of time and significantly contributed to its financial results. That's awesome. The reason why that's important was because if you remember, there was a ton of backlash about Atsu being a woman in this Ghost of blah 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 game where the first game had Jin, and that whole I don't want to call it misogyny because some people had actual critiques even though the game necessarily wasn't out yet. That whole thing.
Yeah.
But yes, the game sold well. it did well. With all that being said, state of play Thursday. What's your excitement level for it?
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Yeah, I'm there too. I'm hoping we get some cool announcements.
You know what to make it
maybe
a 10 out of 10.
I do. That'd be, you know what? If they did, hey guys, we partnered with, it was Square, right? They did Parasite Eve, or was it Konami?
Parasite, that's Square.
Square, okay, yeah. If they're like, hey guys, we partnered with Square, I guess Square Enix, to make a game, and I was like, is it Final Fantasy? Is it the next Final Fantasy? They're like, no. Cue the lights. But yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm excited for this. It's the thing of it's so soon, so it's just like, whatever, it'll happen. It'll be here when it's here. But I just, after the Nintendo partner showcase, that jinx was just boring. I'm sorry if you enjoyed it. I did not. I just don't want to have to do that again. So I'm hoping they bring something. All right. Let us jump to the next thing. But before we do that, hey, do us a favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Thank you. Number 3. Baldur's Gate TV series continues game story in works at HBO from The Last of Us co-creator Craig Mazin and Hasbro Entertainment. This comes to us from Deadline. This has been a terrible ball of shit rolling down a hill, hitting every bump. So I guess the backstory before we actually talk about the article, Baldur's Gate 3 came out 2024 or 2023.
Something like that. Anyway.
Yeah. One of those, yeah. Baldur's Gate, it came out. It was Game of the Year. It was
2023 August. Go ahead.
Okay, 2023. Fantastic CRPG, computer RPG, D&D inspired game. It did so well that Larian Studios, who made the game, got essentially propped up on this pedestal for being, great game developers, all this stuff. They made headlines. When they won the award, the owner guy came out in a suit of armor just because why not? All this crazy stuff, right? And then the next story thing that happened was that they had split off from Hasbro Entertainment. And, you later found out that the working relationship between them and Hasbro Entertainment was not great. So much so that they said that, okay, we're done with Baldur's Gate. If we make something, it's going to be within our own IP. And the game that they made before Baldur's Gate 3 was Divinity Original Sin, which is also D&D inspired, but it's using their own characters. So the latest from them is that they had released a trailer for Divinity 2. No, I think it's just called Divinity. I think it's just called Divinity.
The new game. Yeah.
Yes. So they just released this, so we know that they're working on Divinity. So now Hasbro has this super popular IP in Baldur's Gate. They don't have a studio to work on the next game.
They saw the success of The Last of Us live action.
Yep. So they say, hey, let's make a TV show. This would be a fantastic idea if Baldur's Gate was a linear story where...
No, DJ. They have, what the hell you call them? Canon choices in a lot of similar games.
They do. There's no canon choices in this game just because of the fact that Larian basically was like, we're done with this. So it's not even like the people who made it be like, no, this stuff is actually canon. Like they made it a point to be like, whatever story you come up with is your story.
What I'm
So
saying is, I'm sure internally they have a set, story timeline, whatever the hell you want to call it.
yeah, I mean, there is certain things that will always happen,
Mm-hmm.
and that stuff is like the canon stuff, I guess. But where the TV show is going to take place is at the end of Baldur's Gate, at Baldur's Gate 3. And basically, the end of that game, like the whole thing of that game is that these squid aliens are basically capturing people, putting little brain worms in them and turning those people into squid things, right?
Mm-hmm.
The characters you play as, they have the brain things in them, and the quest is to figure out how to get those brain things out of them. You can play in a way where you feed into that brain worm thing and
Mm.
turn into a squid thing and continue playing the game and beat the game. Or you can resist it and all this other stuff can happen. So there's people who have played the game, beat the game, who were the brain squid things, who weren't the brain squid things, who've killed off however many of the main characters. So like
They may take the general themes the same way they did with Fallout and make a great show. So don't discount it just yet.
yes.
I understand the saying is taking part after the game. Don't.
Yeah.
You may be thinking too hard into it.
My only like, the thing that I'm just like, why didn't you guys just do the Baldur's Gate story? Like, just start from the beginning and just do the story versus like starting it at the very end and being like, all right, now we have nothing really to pull from. Like, we have no like
You don't know what they
source.
have to pull from, DJ. You're thinking too hard. That's why they didn't
Not much.
hire Donald Harris. All right, they hired.
That's
They
because I didn't
hired
apply.
Craig Mazin.
If I had applied, Sean, this podcast would be completely different because I'd be like, hey guys, I got news for you. But yeah, it is a thing of I don't know. Like, I mean, they did put themselves in the best possible position by grabbing Craig Mazin to work on this. But it is sort of a thing of like, I wouldn't be surprised if this get canceled, just for the fact that like, once they actually like probably dig down and look at this and be like, okay, well, how can we make this a story that can have.
You're thinking like you too much, DJ. They don't. Let it go.
I'm literally their target audience. Like I played.
No, you're not actually. No, you're not.
I am.
Yeah, you would think that. Who do you think the target audience was for the Last of Us show?
People who played the Last of Us.
Absolutely not. No, because they kept the story one for one. It's for people who will not play the game, or maybe have not played the game, and it will get them interested in it. Because not everybody's gonna experience the medium or the story for the first time in the video game medium. They'll see a thing. Hey, Craig Mazin directed this other thing that I liked. Let me check it out. Oh, this person is involved in this thing. Let me check it out. It's not. If gamers like it and they played the game before, fine. They like it, cool. This is trying to reach new audiences.
I can see that.
That's the same. This is the same for any video game adaptation into a live action or whatever.
I can see that. My only issue is that when you play or when you watch The Last of Us, you're like, man, this world is crazy. Like, these characters are crazy. And you play the game, you're like, okay, I'm actually like playing through this stuff. The difference
DJ,
in that,
you're
like,
overthinking it. You're overthinking it. I'm telling
so
you.
I guess are you saying is that like those people who watch The Last of Us, that's where they're.
Don't compare the shows for one to one. I'm just talking about video game adaptations as a whole. Yes, if the previous fans like it, cool. They'll spread the word. Otherwise, it's for them to gain a whole new audience. Because they have nothing to compare it to, and they won't be bitching that this thing was changed or this thing was changed.
Right.
They have
They have no source
for
material. So when you say
they don't know
new
about
audience,
the choices in the game.
When you say a whole new audience, you mean like they will come back for season 2, but not necessarily try to go play the game.
Yes.
Okay. We'll see. Yeah.
You busting your brain way too hard for this.
I don't know. I mean, I would love for this to do good, and that just be another like D&D thing out there. I'm just I don't know. That game there's a lot to that game.
Yeah.
But we'll see if it does come out. On the flip side, number 4, Valve admits that Steam machines and Steam Frame will be delayed due to RAM and storage price surges.
Gives me more time to save up for one.
This comes from Eurogamer.net. Yeah, this is a thing of like, we were all just waiting for Valve to say something. Yeah. Like this was supposed to be out like first half of the year, first half of 2026. Quarter. First quarter. Yeah.
Now expect so.
And it
delayed it by 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, I think by June, right? It's supposed to be out. So I think they're probably just waiting for the last possible moment to decide what they're going to do and how they're going to price these things.
You're not getting this, are you?
I don't know. I mean, the thing is, like, if I can get a computer box closer to my TV, that's probably the best chance I'll have to play Steam games, because coming downstairs and turning on my computer to play a game, it's like,
I mean, if the computer's on, you can install Steam Link on your TV, right, and connect the controller. Currently.
Oh, really?
Yes. If you have the Google App Store on your TV, yes, you can.
I do. I should. I'll look that up. Let me just quickly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, it's a thing of like, this is not surprising. I think I didn't actually include it in the show notes, but I believe there was like another article talking about how, I think it's AMD, they're prepping for Xbox's next console, might be like next year or something like that. But it just seems that the proper thing to do is to just push and wait to see what happens with everything and all these price fluctuations. So yeah, it is what it is. Is there anything else you want to add to this, or?
Nah, got nothing.
Okay. All right, well, let's jump to the quick hits. Number 5, Control Dev Remedy names former EA executive as new CEO. This comes to us from GameDeveloper.com. This isn't great.
We'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
I've never heard this name before, so we don't have any bad news.
So, I'm not sure if it's in this article, but I saw something else where it's like he was tied to like something in EA, and I was just like, oh, that's not great. That's not great at all. But it is a thing of
okay. During his time at EA, he helped steer live service operations for titles such as FIFA Mobile and Battlefield Heroes.
Yeah, so that's bad, but that was his job. That doesn't mean that he can't do a different job, kind of thing.
True.
So, and it seems that like, Remedy, Control, like they have a very, very good working like system, working engine there. So for him to come and like change everything up probably won't be the thing that happens.
I mean, that's what happens when you get a new CEO. They want to shake things up. Look at Discord. They just had a new CEO trying to shake things up. All of you are children.
Yeah, so we'll see. Fingers crossed that they control him. Look what I did there. Number 6, Expedition 33 art book confiscated by government officials who thinks it's an ancient relic. This comes from Polygon. So, so basically, the Expedition 33 art book is so cool and so well printed that this this what was it, officer? What was it TS?
It was the Iraqi
Customs.
Yeah, customs official.
Yeah, so they seized this guy's art book because they looked at it and thought like this was something very old, very ancient, and this person was probably stealing it. And he's like, no, it's a game. It's from a video game. That's crazy. Oh,
Let me see if I can read this. On a parcel belonging to Mr. Blank, Blank was found. The parcel contained an art book with drawings of monetary value based on the instructions of the Ministry of Finance, General Authority of Customs, Central Regions Customs Directorate, as per their letter dated August 22. Hey, my birthday. The directives issued regarding postal parcels in special cases explicitly prohibit the importation of items similarly to this case. The matter is referred to the Ministry of Culture and Antiquities within the geographical region of Diwania Customs Department. That is hilarious.
I can imagine the guys interrogate him. Do you know about this expedition? What is Expedition 33? Tell us.
Oh,
right? Oh. Well, there was a painter, right? And
that's hilarious.
Okay. All right. Number 7. Hideo Kojima pulls out of GDC at the last minute. This comes from PC Gamer. So this is kind of a weird one where he had a panel at GLC. I keep saying GLC. Why do I keep saying GLC? I don't even know what that means. GDC. Jeez. So yeah, he had a panel there. And at the last minute, him alone had to pull out. So
I mean, it's still a month away, so not last minute, but
yeah. But like it to the point where it seems like they were caught off guard because apparently like the page for the keynote is still up or whatever. But they didn't say why he pulled out. I hope everything is okay. I mean, something like that, to do that like kind of in this manner where like all the team is still going, it might be a family thing. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's something really small. Like Xbox, like, hey, we need you to continue working on OD or something, so you can't go. I don't know. But yeah, hopefully everything's okay. Number 8, where everything is not okay. Riot Games is laying off half of the 2XKO development team. If you're like, hey, wait, 2XKO, I know that game. You do, because it came out in like January. So that was
give the game some time to cook.
Yeah.
Oh, so no. It came out October 7th.
Was it October 7th?
Still, give it time to cook. God damn.
Whoa, wait a minute. I thought it came out last month.
No, it says October 7th.
Damn, screw. No, console launch happened last month. That's what it was.
Oh,
okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay, I see.
Yikes.
I see.
So, yeah, that is the League of Legends spin-off fighting game. Unfortunately, I'm not surprised that this happened. I think when this launched or when this was announced, I didn't necessarily have any faith in that this was going to be a good experience. Not that they're not capable developers, in that like the fighting game market, the fighting game niche is really,
it's already entrenched with the heavy hitters. Like it's hard for new entrants. You have
and it's
to
like
be.
It's pretty airtight right now. Like you have, I think the most recent thing that broke through was Dragon Ball FighterZ, I think.
I mean, anything Dragon Ball is just the staying power of that is amazing.
Yeah, and then you have Marvel Tokon Fighter Souls or whatever that thing's called.
I mean, I think that's only because Capcom is dropping the ball with Marvel vs. Capcom. And it was being developed by
Arc System Works.
There you go. So they're revered.
Yeah.
If it ain't Street Fighter, if it ain't Mortal Kombat, Tekken,
or even King of Fighters.
I was just about to say, is King of the Fighters still like hot? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, the last one they launched, I was surprised that it did so well. But it did though. So, and then we have also, you said Mortal Kombat, right? Yeah.
Or shit, even Smash Brothers, like.
Yeah, Smash Brothers. Whenever that comes back, or actually, it doesn't matter to them. They'll just play whatever.
Soul Calibur. Yeah, I think those are like.
Oh, even Virtual Fighter's supposed to be coming back.
Yeah, like. Yeah. 2XKO wasn't showing anything innovative or new.
Yeah, yeah.
And who is this for?
Yeah.
What type of asinine Square Enix numbers were they expecting?
That's also the case. Like, just to go back to who is it for, I think that is the linchpin as to why this didn't work. Because this is essentially, it's supposed to be for all fans of 2D fighters, but the characters are pulling from League of Legends characters. So it's like maybe fans of League of Legends who also play fighting games would jump into this. But I don't think that sliver of the Venn diagram was enough. Well, obviously, it wasn't enough to support this game. Also to note, just so we're like, playing both sides of the fence, they're not saying that this game is dead, right? They're saying that they've cut down to roughly half of the global development.
If it's not dead, who's there to support it?
I don't know, man. So they've cut down to half the development team to essentially ensure this game can go the long distance. Sure. But yeah, I'm not confident. I'm not confident that this is going to last, but we'll see. It sucks that these people got laid off though, because they spend all this time releasing a big game. It released. Yep. I'm not sure what the numbers were, but then they're not around anymore. Yeah. And then last up for the quick hits, Overwatch 2 drops the 2. It's just Overwatch again. This comes us from Kotaku, and surprise. What
was the point?
They messed up.
Just introduce goddamn microtransactions to the original game. You made all this hullabaloo about PvE and a story, and then you cancel it, and then you had people lose their livelihoods when you made it 5v5 instead of 6v6 or something like that.
Yeah.
What was the point? Did they add it back to 6v6 as well?
Yeah, they did. Like they literally, it took time, but they basically got back to Overwatch 1. Like it is a crazy turn of events that like it happened this way.
Yeah, they said this isn't an admission of a mistake, but rather a commitment.
Hey guys, we didn't screw up, okay? We meant to do this the entire time.
Oh man, everything is
a circle. Yeah. So on top of all this, they released like 5 new characters and a new stage or something. So that's cool. I'll tell you, as much as I used to play Overwatch in the past, this is definitely not enough to bring me back. I feel like if I'm going to jump into anything like this, it's going to be Marvel Rivals, and I haven't played that in months. So, yeah, more props to them. Hopefully, going back to the original in this capacity works out for them, and they're able to, I guess, keep going to Overwatch 3, then back to 1 again, because that seems like, or maybe they just go back to Overwatch 2.
Yeah, so just scrolling through the story as we as we do as we read it. I'm reading about an Overwatch actor who calls out her hero's Ozempic chic character design as fans beg for changes. And as I scroll down, I don't know if you've ever heard of this before. It said it reminds me of how some people refer to Marvel rivals as MAGA Overwatch.
MAGA Overwatch? What the hell?
MAGA.
No. I know. But like, I've never heard that. Like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? What? What?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, but about that character though, Blizzard has already come out and said they're going to redesign that character because she's actually the sister of another character, and during the animation, the character in question, she looks much older, and then the actual character model looks like super young, and it's just like, how did you guys go from this adult woman obviously in the character animation to like the character model looking like teenager? Like, what is happening here?
Because she has old bones.
But yeah, that's that. Overwatch is back, and it's no longer 2, it's 1. So check it out if you haven't already. Let's wrap this up by talking about what we've been playing. Sean, what you been playing?
More Arc Raiders. The moment to moment is just great. I loaded in with some special guns last night to go fight the matriarch, but apparently it was already dead. But when people get shot or knocked, if you remember in Arc Raiders, a flare goes up. I'm seeing flares go up, and I'm just like, I should leave. Niggas is fighting. I'm not here for this. I left immediately.
Just turn around, open the door, I'm out.
I had a Raider hatch key because you're able to leave quietly with those. I was like, I don't want to draw no attention.
He's like, oh, they shooting? No, I'm good.
At first, I thought that's where the matriarch was. I started to walk over there, and I'm like, let me bag back. Me and Cam get on from time to time, so
okay.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Apart from that, I think I had downloaded this because it looked interesting. Something called Ball Pit.
Yeah, Ball Pit. Yeah.
Have you played that?
No, but I know about it. Is the demo on PlayStation?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I gotta check that out then.
It's on PlayStation and Steam. So I don't know. I downloaded the demo, and I think I'm gonna buy it because if you have PlayStation Plus, instead of $15, I think it's like $11, $12, something like that. So I was like, let me catch it while it's on sale. I don't know if the game is easy or easy for me.
Yeah.
I beat the first section that I see people saying they're struggling for hours on in like 20 minutes. I don't know if I play too many roguelike games similar to this where I just kind of like bam, bam, bam. All right. And I was like, nah, surely this is like the tutorial.
Right. No. Is this what they're having trouble with? I don't understand.
I see people saying they're like, how do I beat this? How do I beat this? But for those I was gonna describe it, but you have to be a certain age to even understand what the hell these references are.
Go ahead, try. I'll pull up a trailer.
It is a breakout. It's similar to Breakout basically, but you have base building elements in it, and you're shooting different marbles, and they all have different properties. You can fuse them together, level them up. Good times. You're at the bottom, constantly shooting your marbles or your balls up towards the enemies, and they're marching down to you. If they get down to you, they damage you.
There we go. Yeah. So like when I saw this reminds me of like Breakout. Did you say that? I'm not sure if you said that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna buy it tonight probably.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks.
I just wish it was on mobile.
Yeah. 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 I mean, I imagine that probably the next step for the games.
This would be perfect on mobile.
Yeah. And it's roguelike, right?
Yes.
Because you get like power and stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks cool though. I had no idea that it was on PlayStation because I would have definitely downloaded it a while ago.
I'll download the demo if I were you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It says it is coming to mobile. Teasing the game in 2026. Well, all right,
there you go. There you go.
Damn, I hope it's not a iOS exclusive though. That'd be whack.
Yeah, I mean, they don't do that anymore. I don't think.
Or maybe I mean that's their speculation.
That's not great. So yeah, and then what was the other games you played?
I played the Pragmata demo again, and it has reaffirmed my day one purchase. It was running less stuttery on the PlayStation than it was on my laptop.
Oh, okay.
So I played it twice, actually. I think I tried to beat my record. So, like, the first time I beat it in like 20 minutes because I was trying to gather all the things, even though it's only a demo. And then I ran it back again and beat that section in under like 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
So
my first time was 16, second time was 13. And the only reason why it took me 13 minutes was because I literally forgot myself that like I was trying to beat a time. And I was in that part of the demo where you're like more in that like tight corridor and you have the two come out, you get the stasis gun.
Yeah.
I was trying to stasis the two guys in the bigger walker all together and like do the whole like multi-hat thing or whatever. And I was just messing up on that. That like took some time.
This is gonna be tough for some people to put it all together, but it's something new, and it's something new in the genre. So I'm interested to see it.
Yeah. My worry was how do they balance the the action part of it with the puzzle part of it, and I think they did a really good job of, man, my words have been terrible tonight. Goodness.
Yeah.
I think they did a really good job of allowing you to find that balance in terms of, your character has really good movement. Like he has like a jump boost, and you can boost in whatever direction.
And I'm sure all of that'll be upgradable.
Yes. There's a cooldown on it, so you can't just keep doing it. You can't spam it essentially. But it's, it's flexible enough to let you get out of danger and do your little hacking thing while
I mean, that's not the only thing that should get you out of danger though. If you're hacking, you can, like you said, use the stasis. You can break them. I'm sure there are other guns to be used as well. So
yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
So it basically they give you the tools to figure out your own problems to problem solve, the problems that you're facing on the map. The weapons that you get in the demo is a shotgun, a little pistol that is your starter weapon. You get a stasis gun, and then when you beat the demo, they give you a extra outfit, they give you a extra hacking tool, and they give you an extra weapon. The extra weapon is a charge gun that I didn't like. Did you
I did use it. I used it on the last boss, I think, and maybe one thing. So it did fairly good damage. It allows you to pack in a lot of damage from far away if you're able to stasis them.
Okay.
You're probably using it wrong.
Yeah,
you probably suck at it, DJ. Hard to tell you.
Oh no. How did you know? No, my only problem with the charge gun was that it was kind of like counterintuitive to the whole like once you hack an enemy, you have basically a couple seconds to do like this double damage, and that's the damage you're relying on to actually put them down. But like you do the hacking thing, you hack them, and then you switch out to your charge gun. You have to charge the gun to shoot it. And it's just like, oh, I could just be the shotgun would be a better choice right now because of like where I am.
I'm sure it'll be like Ghost of Yotei, Ghost of Tsushima, where it's a rock, paper, scissors kind of system.
Oh, yeah. So I think overall, I like the system. This is a demo, so me saying this is not really saying much because, like, of course, it's going to, bloom the more you play the game. But I did find it pretty easy, and that isn't a slight to the gameplay. I think that is a positive because when you look at the game, it looks like it's a very complex thing. But then once you're playing, you're like, oh no, this actually flows. This just makes sense. This is actually pretty easy to do, and I think that's a good for this game. So I'm excited for what's more to come out of the game when it finally releases, whenever it releases. I don't know what the actual release date is, but yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with that demo. So, although I will say it, as you were saying in the chat, it has that like Capcom jank that is like
from the 90s.
Yeah, not even the 90s. Like, it has
the 90s, early jank. 2000s, from PS1, PS2. That's what I said. PS1, PS2 jank.
Yes, but that jank is the same jank that's in Monster Hunter Wilds. The way that the character controls is like the same how it controls in Monster Hunter Wilds. And it's just like, you guys need to go play another game in this genre to see how characters should properly move in 2026 and like just do that, because the stuff is weird in terms of like, I don't know, it's just weird. I don't know, whatever. But it wasn't enough to be like, oh, this game sucks. It was fine. It's fine. You get over it very quickly. But yeah, that's it. That's all the stuff we did. That's all the news that we have and all the games we played. So let's wrap this up. This has been another episode of Press X Art Gamers Digest. We hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we enjoyed talking about the stuff that we're talking about, like games, like news, like leaks, like video games, and more games. Don't forget, you can support us by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you are listening, please leave us a review on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, not music. And then whatever podcast service you're tuned in on. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you again. All right. Till next time, where we'll be talking about our thoughts on the state of play or maybe a live reaction of it, depending on how things go, because life is hard. So yeah, take care.
Streaming is easy.
That's true. You can just turn it on. Just leave it alone. All right, y'all. Take care. Be safe.